with Lichinio and won it all with Overzero, but then when
Hmm.
it came back to the online play, they started to struggle. So me being such a big G2 fan, I want to see how they start performing in this offseason and online, and I'm looking at that as an indicator as to how well they'll start off next season in
Hmm.
online league play.
Absolutely. I think it's interesting too. We might have some runbacks here for teams, maybe some revenge. If both can make it, we got Cloud9 G2 on opposite sides of the bracket, but we do have Ghost Gaming in the way of G2. And we know Ghost Gaming has just been a nuisance for so many people, just showing up so strong. Definitely a force in NA now. A lot of people doubted them before. And you heard it from Lethamir himself. We got to keep saying this, that he said, when are you guys going to stop doubting us? And I think now's the time to really stop doubting these guys.
Yeah, and I will stop doubting them when Classic sends me a white Ghost jersey, size medium. I can give you my address, Classics, if you need it. Otherwise, I'm predicting them to just lose horribly.
Oh no!
But
no, it all hinges on you, Classics.
I'm kidding. No, Ghost really did shut a lot of people up. They had an amazing league play. They lost to G2 in that final week of league play, which made them have to fight in that regional championship to even make it to the world championship. And then they got their revenge in G2 and ended up placing second overall and had a very respectable run at the world championship. So Ghost, they are the real deal. I'm looking to them to be a force. And honestly, this is one of those situations where I can see, any one of these teams, maybe except for Renegades, because I don't know the roster, making a good run. Hammer's definitely an underdog as well, in my opinion, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
No, again, the skill pool in NA just keeps getting, and Rocket League in general just keeps getting tighter and tighter. I do want to, before we get into the match, let you guys know that there are predictions, predictions before the match starts. Quickly get those in there. I think that's the command.
I would definitely, this is actually a tough one, but I would go with Rogue. I think go with Rogue on this one, just because Justin is incredible, just like his name on Twitter. You should pick him up. But Fibion, this is a team, or previously Fibion, Applesauce. Now they're looking to start making some fireworks happen after losing out in that promotion tournament. But still, they are RLCS caliber. So this could be a very close match.
Oh, absolutely. Justin is not. You see Lichinio on Twitter all the time talking about how nuts Justin actually is, and it's no word of a lie at all. And I'm really hoping to see some highlight plays out of our game number 1 here, as it has already gotten underway. And off the bat, we have Justin and Matt defending so hard right there as Hato tries to get a play started up already off the bat. Applesauce putting on quite an attack.
Yeah, and this is the Fibion that, or I'm gonna have to use the call.
It'll take time. Again. Same thing happened with like Northern Gaming and all that, and Weedham Girls.
But they are a very high-speed team. We talk about them like a mini Weedham Girls or Northern Gaming back in the day. Very, very fast. But still, these are RLCS players going up against RLRS players. You expect these championship series players to really outperform, but in all honesty, had Applesauce been playing a little better on that day, we might see them in the RLCS as well.
It all comes down to the day, and well, maybe this is going to be the day for them. They have held off that attack that turned around and came up from Rogue. They're going to try for one of their own. They're spread out, just trying to look for that opportunity. A demo could be the chance, but that clear was very, very solid for Rogue.
Lots of demos. My goodness, everyone is dying on the field. And also one thing to point out as well is that Justin is normally on Out of Style, a team that just made it into the RLCS in the promotion tournament as well. So he's not officially on Rogue. That normally we would see Insolence is there. Oh, nice save by Matt, reading that shot.
On the goal line there, keeps that one out. The attack's not over yet though. A little overcommitting though, might do it. No, Hato is able to keep that in. Zol, there it is, first goal of the series.
This is heads up play. Zol challenging that, going out into the middle. He recognized no one was in net, just had to do a quick turn. Chicago was also there. Just continued pressure. Yields that first goal for Applesauce. Looking sharp so far.
Chicago. I was hoping he would get that read there. Ooh! There's one just past the post. Matt, good touch to the side. Justin will try to clear it. You see already Sizz up the field. Trying to get a block, maybe expecting a touch sooner there from Chicago. Ooh, double commit. They will have a lot of time to get back. We didn't have Applesauce taking control that quickly enough. Infield passing. We see a lot of that in the current meta now.
Diz misread that one there. He might have thought he had to be up really fast, so he rushed it a little bit, but that was a golden opportunity for Rogue that they missed out on.
Justin front flip will send him out of the play there. At least try to steal the boost away from Zol, as we now have Applesauce back on the attack. Rogue getting bumped out of the way. Justin. We saw demos. We're seeing bumps as well. Chicago.
Good save.
Hoping that one went down, as you said. Justin did clear that one out to midfield. Dole with another rocket on target. Justin can't clear that one past. Zol will send that one up high, hoping to give himself a chance and his teammates a chance to get some boost.
Yeah, right now this is just an onslaught by Applesauce. They kept Rogue down at minimal boost, preventing them from getting a counterattack. And even still, you could see that was such a short-lived attack. And now Applesauce already back on the assault.
1 minute remaining now. We still have Applesauce with that goal up. Rogue trying to answer. They're still sending some passes upfield. That one just a little bit out of the reach of Matt. He'll try to recuperate on the wall. That will be centered to someone on the far side. No flank shot there. Zone Chicago will have a chance to move it out. As Rogue recuperate at midfield. 45 seconds. Still enough time to get a goal here. But they will have to start to force a little more offense. They want to tie this one up. Find some time in Chicago. Hato out of the play. Zol needs to get that 50. He does, but still a chance there, Justin.
Oh, backboard. Great backboard defense there from Chicago. That was a really hard hit. He had to shut that down. Otherwise, that was a guaranteed goal for Rogue. So good, solid defense in the final seconds here.
Just trying to around the world. This might be it, though. Matt and Justin are a little bit too far back to follow that up. And Zol just killing so much time with that loft with 4 seconds left and a goal up. Applesauce looking like they're very likely to take this. Sizz has a chance to keep it alive. Justin off the corner. There's Sizz to help him out, but it goes into the hands of Chicago. And right now, Applesauce just trying desperately to kill the Sizz. Almost with a chance. Hato just gets his face in the way, but it's not dead yet. Zol finally clearing that to where no Rogue members are, and that will finally drop. GG's indeed. A very, very close chance for Rogue to bring that to a tie game, but Applesauce will take game number 1.
Yeah, and this is the situation. You've got a full team of players who have been playing together for a long, long time, and Applesauce going up against Rogue. Matt and Sizz, they've also been together quite some time, but their normal third, Insolences, is not there. Justin is sitting in for him, and Justin, you can see there sitting with no shots, but it was really kind of a all-around flat team performance from Rogue. Applesauce just held that pressure on him, and you can see it from the shot differential, just 9 shots to 5. So all the pressure in favor of Applesauce.
Regardless of the 0 shots, Justin definitely was getting involved in a lot of the plays that I saw. Whether it was defensively or offensively, he was a part of every single play there. So I would expect to still see him show up a lot.
A lot of times shots aren't an incredible indicator, especially if they're not. I mean, even if you do a long clear on net and it has no hope of going in, it bounces right in front of the net and it tees up the other team for a long clear and a counterattack, you still get credit for a shot. So
yeah, that's
goal is definitely the most important stat line, and that's something that Rogue wasn't able to get.
No, we'll see if they can look for one and coming into game number 2. They're sitting down 1 point in the series to Applesauce. It was only a 1-goal game, though. It was not like it was an incredible blowout, and I expect very much for the second game to follow that same storyline.
It was very close, but Applesauce certainly controlled the momentum. They controlled that boost game, and they had a majority of the opportunities. So right now, Applesauce seems to have the edge.
Not sure what Sizz was going for there, but he does manage to recover it. Matt and Justin just waiting patiently. They know they didn't have possession. There's a nice clear. They should be upfield with a shot on target. Incredible play. Look at that awareness from Justin to get that pass out to Sizz.
Yeah, after getting shut out last game, Justin clearing out to Sizz, and Sizz just narrowly beating that defender to the ball, getting that immediate counterattack, and just like that, Rogue take the lead.
Applesauce looking to make the answer, but they're going to be set back on the defense quickly here. Justin tried for the 50-50. Sizz still there with a chance. Matt hoping maybe that drop down. He'll back off. Justin to recover at midfield. Push from Applesauce. It's not fully fledged, though. They couldn't generate any real opportunities there.
Good pressure from Chicago there. Keeping that ball in the blue half, trying to buy his time for his teammates to get that boost, initiate the counter.
Justin with not much, but at least he got the boost there. Sizz creeping close. We'll have to recover. Nice touch at the mid. Hato was waiting for that. Matt long clear. Sizz, look how aware he is all the time. Sizz is popping off right now.
A high flyer. Look at this again. Sizz immediately up the wall. He knew Matt was going to have a chance to pass it for him. Matt just launches that all the way up towards the ceiling, but still Sizz managed to get a handle on that ball. What a passing play from Rogue. That was a beauty.
Sizz is feeling it. He is upfield every single time. He knows that his teammates might have even the slightest chance to get that ball up to him. And both goals now. Upfield passing to Sizz. 2 goals up on Applesauce.
Even in this last season of the RLCS, Sizz really had a breakout performance in terms of scoring and assisting. It was a really solid statistical year for him. And here again showing that it was no fluke. Those were some stellar goals. But also props to Matt and Justin for getting those passes out to make it happen. And another backboard chance. But still, Rogue looking a lot better in this second game.
That clear right to Hato. He tries for a chance. Direct shot on net. Will get stopped out. There were 2 defenders. A lot of times now you need those misdirects. You need those infield passing. Direct shots are... Goaltenders are just so good now.
And you see Matt looking for Sizz again in that corner. So they're keeping that going. And then Justin, too, I was talking with him. You know, he's a little proud of the title Mini Squishy Muffins. I can't remember who said that.
Well, they played together for so long. Hadn't they before? So it only makes sense that you know, some of that squishy would wear off on them.
We haven't seen much of it just yet, but he still has that ability to really just go crazy. He has been very solid on offense and defense right now. The first game was only a 1-goal difference, but now Rogue seems to be getting a little more comfortable.
Off the backboard, Matt has to be careful. Justin will clear that one up for him. Off the backboard, Sizz is waiting, creeping. Good touch from Chicago.
Chicago continuing to have that good backboard defense. Hasn't really messed up a read.
Applesauce defense keep finding themselves in slightly difficult situations, but they're generally able to recover. Not there, though. Justin just gets that touch over top of the defender.
Just incredible, just in time. Look at that. He was holding down boost the whole way, had to flip perfectly into that. That was a half flip right off the wall. Unreal mechanical skill. That was absolutely dirty.
And unless the rest of the team, Chicago's doing a really good job, and unless the rest of the team starts to wake up, Applesauce definitely starting to look like the less favorite in the series. Of course, game to game, everything can change. They did win game number 1. Just barely, though. 3 goals up in an incredible fashion. Every single goal coming up from Rogue so far has been a highlight moment. They have 1:15 left to hold it off. Justin already upfield. Good awareness from Zol to 50-50 that one to the side.
That was so amazing. He half flipped to get to that in time. Holding boost down the whole way. That was a great shot.
Well, you literally just talked about how incredible his mechanics could be, and he's like, all right, James, I'll show you.
Yeah. He must have heard me calling him a mini squishy muffins, and he's like, oh man, I'm full size.
I'm full size squishy. 47 seconds left. Applesauce yet to answer a single one of these goals from Rogue, as they're still stuck on defense. There's a chance, though, counterattack. Matt with an incredible goal line save up in the air, keeps themselves at a shutout against Applesauce once again from their own end. Hato tries to set up play up. He'll be upfield. Zol will try to find him with that pass. He does. Justin patiently waiting.
That was a good clear from Zol. Hato needed to put that more infield, and it was when he put it up the wall, it was just easy clear. Right now, Applesauce struggling to get that offense going like they had in game number 1. It seems like Rogue now is just toying with their food.
They might be able to get one here, though. That's a nice little consolation goal, but with 3 seconds left, I'm going to have to hand this one off to Rogue.
Yeah, and Chicago came in and got that pass across. Matt definitely didn't think he was going to get there in time. That left it wide open for Hato, but like you said, 3 seconds left, pretty impossible for anything to happen, but still, it does feel good to not be shut out. Getting that last goal can lead into the momentum for the next match.
A lot of it's mentality. I mean, when you go down 3 goals, and even if you come into the next game and get scored on again, sometimes it still feels like the weight of those 3 goals before are still there, and it can start to weigh down on your mind quite a bit. So getting that last goal, moving into game number 2 with the fresh mindset of, hey, we scored last, we can score first in this next one, really, really helps. And again, Applesauce took game number 1. We do know that they can do it, but Rogue is really starting to wake up at this point. I mean, Sizz with an incredible display of just teammate awareness, knowing when his teammates had possession and were going to be able to get that ball up to him.
He's just doing a great job at half, recognizing when he can cheat forward on the field. There are times where when you're playing mid, you think, do I rotate all the way back, or do I go up on the wall and be ready for this pass at half? Sizz did a great job of recognizing those moments, and then Justin and Matt did a great job of hitting him upfield where he could put a shot on net. That one pass by Matt, I thought it was going to be too high, and still somehow managed to wrangle that one. So then we also that half flip goal off the wall from Justin. Some really quality goals from Rogue. They looked very good in game number 2.
Well, see if they can keep it up coming into game number 3. We're tied in the series 1-1 at the moment in this best of 5. And coming off that last game, Rogue is looking hot. So if you guys had them as your predictions, well, they are looking to favored, but we're not counting out Applesauce quite yet, as they did take game number 1. 1 goal. They did shut out Rogue in the game number 1, but again, only 1 goal themselves. 2 total in this series. We'll see if they can step it up and grab game number 3 in their favor.
And I'm going to look to Zol on Applesauce to step up. He's been a little quiet this game. Chicago, I thought, has been good on defense. Hato, decent. Really, none of them have had that step-up performance just yet. Applesauce, though, is a team-reliant game. There isn't a super carry. Chicago, maybe that player that you say has the ability to do it. But they can take it to Rogue. I've seen how good they can be. But still, you've got to wonder how they're going to bounce back after failing to make it in the RLCS, and that's a pretty quick goal for Matt.
Yeah, that's how you start things off in a demo. We saw this in game number 1. So many demos and bumps, and Justin's going to continue that trend there, allowing a space to open up for Matt, and he's, of course, going to sink that one in.
So physical play from Rogue there, leading to that first goal. Still, the offensive woes continue. And a miss there from Zol, and a full field goal. That's not going to help. Zol needed to get this hit. Chicago put that off the corner, and Zol just missed it. Had he gotten that hit, that would have been a goal for Applesauce. But then that miss opened up a full field shot, and Justin punished him for it.
And you know Hato was at midfield, just assuming his teammates get at this level of play. You have to assume your teammates are going to be able to hit those balls, and when they don't, it can throw absolutely everything off.
Yeah, absolutely. Went from seeming like a goal for Applesauce to a full field goal for Rogue, and even that, spot.
They just barely held off on defense there. All 3 of them struggling. We'll see if they can get recuperated, though, because you know the Rogue has already done that at midfield and are ready for another attack. And this is going to be a difficult spot here for the Applesauce defenses. They're definitely going to be feeling a boost struggle here.
This is being surgical today. Look at the placement of this shot. And even Matt, just launching that right out into the mid, that was wonderful. But underneath that defender, bottom corner of the net, that was just surgical precision again from Sizz.
Just overall, the field awareness, the team awareness, the precision, as you just said, everything is on point. All their passes looking out for each other. Rogue is on fire right now, and that's scary for Applesauce. They have yet to really figure that same play style out yet.
Yeah, Zol, after missing that shot, right now he only has 10 points to his name. This one, a rough start for Applesauce. It's going to be difficult for them to bounce back. Usually once you get that 3-goal lead, it's almost a guaranteed lead at this level of play, or a guaranteed win, rather.
I mean, very few times have we ever seen that. Yeah, that comeback from a 3-0 deficit.
We did see it at the World Championship with Method and Cloud9, I believe. That was a very fun comeback to watch.
And that's the thing, is the fact that, just missing in Chicago. Zol will finish it off, though. I mean, there's 1 goal back. It's, as you said, we have seen it happen, just very rarely. And Applesauce trying to start that climb.
And Chicago, the key player in that one, getting that pass right out into the middle, and Zol waiting on the other side. Matt needed to get that past Chicago. Chicago didn't let it happen and set up that goal for his teammate. Now, we got about half the game left to go. 2-goal lead, that's much more manageable.
Rocket pinch there. No one with possession on it anymore. Matt trying to put it in his hands. Justin won't be able to get that touch. Chicago flying for the read. Goal patiently sharking at midfield there. Hato will have to fill his shoes. Rogue will still come out on top, though.
Little bump there from Sizz actually hit Chicago into that one. Oh, almost thought that was going to pinch in there.
Pinch out from Chicago. Sizz and Justin to move that one back down the other end of the field. Rogue instantly taking away that possession from Applesauce. And 2 minutes left and 2 goals down.
This was just annihilating that last defender in net. Rogue is just bumping and demoing this Applesauce team into oblivion.
Well, they have the space now. They've almost, it looks like, scared Applesauce to play a little more cautiously, and they're given the space now. Rogue has the ability to have that extra man just get out there and get physical.
Yeah, but Chicago's doing his best to try to generate opportunities. You saw him just pass that one all the way across the net. Could have been a dangerous ball. None of his teammates there to clean up. It was a pretty fast pass across the net, but still Chicago trying to make those things happen.
Pass to Sizz. Can he follow this one up? He's got a lot of boost. What an incredible touch, but I don't think his teammates were expecting that. Ooh, double commit. This will be a chance now for Applesauce if they can maintain control here. Oh, wave dash was trying to get in the way. Sizz did fake that one out, though, and Chicago lost possession. There's a downfield pass. Matt has no one in net to worry about. He's going to sink a 4th one in with 38 seconds left. This climb is looking like it's over.
And take notes on how to counterattack there. Just patience on the side of Rogue, waiting. Even though Applesauce was in their zone threatening, they just remained calm, didn't challenge when they shouldn't have. And you see Justin hitting Matt on that outlet pass, and Matt just having an easy shot right on net. And a save from Matt as well. So Rogue, they are looking quite nice here in Game 3.
Quite nice. Quite nice indeed. And looking like they're going to be up 2 points to 1, setting themselves at match point and forcing Applesauce into a worrisome situation where they could be dropped down in lower bracket. No eliminations, but of course you want to keep that extra life as long as possible, and Rogue looking to be the ones to do that as they will take game number 3, 2-1 against Applesauce. The first one went to Applesauce, a 1-0 scoreline, but now Rogue is just setting it off. We saw Sizz near the end of it, Justin just starting to wake up, and now all 3 of them look to be fully coffeeed up and ready to play some Rocket League.
I don't know. I think Justin's a little too young for coffee. He's only 15, I believe.
I guess so. Yeah. Stunt your growth, guys. Don't drink coffee.
I think he's a little older than that. But really, Rogue, every single player for Rogue is performing well, even on both sides of the ball. Justin, I think, has also been very good on defense. He's had some perfect clears that resulted in goals, like we saw that last one where Sizz and Justin just had great patience on defense, even though they were outnumbered by the Applesauce assault. It was 3v2, and they just kept their cool. Justin cleared it right out to Matt at half, waiting for that open net. And really all of Rogue, offensive, defensive side of the ball, just looking so good right now. It looks to be too much for Applesauce to handle, despite Applesauce getting that first win.
Yeah, and again, I don't want to count Applesauce out at this point, but unless there are some serious changes, they haven't dealt with what Rogue has been throwing at them those last 2 games yet.
Yeah, they still haven't managed to score more than 1 in a game. So
exactly, and that's worrisome when your opponents are scoring more. It comes down to simple math like that.
Yeah, the one game they won was 1-0. So they're gonna have to put more by this Rogue defense if they're gonna try to get this series win. And their back is to the wall. This is their final chance. This is a best of 5 right now. Rogue in the lead, 2-1. So they need to make something happen right now.
An early goal here could be a chance. Set themselves on the right foot, but once again, just a lack of any real pressure on the ball. They seem to just be a step behind. Could be a chance. So backboard, Matt tries to block out the angles, and it seems to be enough. Hato couldn't find the back of the net. Sizz will try to turn this one around. 30 seconds in, an early attack from Applesauce. We'll see if they can keep it up, or if Rogue's going to start getting possession. What a
well, apparently
dunk.
That dunk is impressive. What else also is impressive? Matt has 11 hours, and he also is sick right now. So he is having like a Michael Jordan performance, playing with the flu.
Oh my goodness. And it just shows you like how good, like the base level of these players is just so good, even when they're not on their tip top.
Oh, good placement there from Hato. We're talking about Applesauce needing that offense. Zol popping it up to Chicago.
Beautiful.
Great team play. And then Hato putting that down. Justin had the angle covered, had Hato try to put a shot in the air on net, but going for that low shot, bouncing it under Justin was exactly what he needed to do. Applesauce finally get that offense firing on all cylinders. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Incredible pass from Chicago, and good job to finish that off from Hato as he recognized all 3 getting involved. We did see them go up 1 goal before, though. That didn't last. Or sorry, no, it did last the last time they got 1 goal first. So we'll see if they can keep it up. We do know Rogue is on.
In the RLCS, at least, scoring first is a huge indicator of who's going to win. Huge indicator. About 80 to 90% of the time, the team that scores first wins.
I mean, I think it makes sense from a lot of factors. One, you've just got that pressure off your mind now, and you can play a little more readily. You know, you're not playing from behind. And although there are some teams that are really good at playing from behind and playing that catch-up game.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 was in league play was about 50%, even when they didn't score first. It varies greatly from team to team. Some teams, though, were upwards to 90% if they scored first.
Approaching that 2.5-minute mark, and we still have Applesauce holding on to that lead. Hato tries to find Zol. Weird touch from him. Will go into the hands of Justin. Sizz there to follow behind. In case Justin loses it, he does. And there, of course, is Sizz. Buying time. Look at the follow-up there. Goal just barely keeping that one away from Matt. He's not going to grab that boost. Matt will have to back off and try to find some boost. This could be a chance now, though, for Applesauce to find the net. And there it is, as Matt couldn't get back in time. No boost for him. And a double commit there will be a 2-0 lead.
And another just stellar shot from Hato. Look at that one. Getting up quick, hitting it with the corner of his car, and just blasting that into the upper 90. And Applesauce heating up now. Look, it's looking a lot like game number 1, where Rogue just couldn't get anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Pop up to nobody. Justin's going to find Matt downfield. Awkward touch from him. Will go down to the hands of Applesauce. Zol was hoping to put that one on target. 2 minutes left is a lot of time. Rogue to pop off again. Ping pong now as Applesauce just tries to hold on to this lead. Good follow-up from Matt. Hato to Chicago. There's Hato again. Zol hoping to catch this around the wall. Justin will take it away from him. Matt upfield shot. Zol and Chicago force on defense. Minute 20. Time starting to count down.
That was a good pass from Sizz out to Justin. Justin couldn't put that on target. Did give an opportunity for someone to follow up off the backboard. But just a minute left. Time running out for Rogue.
Almost a boomer there for Chicago. Try to follow it up. Can Hato also follow it up? No. Zoll left as a sole defender. 55 seconds left. The goal here could still be a turnaround for Rogue. The defense just barely holds that one out. Rogue gonna have to try again. Still 2 goals down. Applesauce, another chance there. Not sure if he tried to find the net or Hato there, but Hato was unaware.
Definitely should have gone for net on that one.
Yeah. Would have been difficult for Hato to turn around. Chicago and Zoll to move upfield. Zoll to back off. Now 30 seconds left. Looking like this should be in the hands of Applesauce.
Save.
But these attacks are not yet over from Rogue.
Zoll saw Matt coming in and managed to make that save. That was a really hard save to make.
Final attack with 10 seconds left. Unless a goal happens literally right now, this is going to be it. And Applesauce is going to save themselves from being dropped down to lower, at least for now, as they hold on to a 2-0 lead, 3-0 now. Coming into game number 4, we now have a game 5 on our hands.
Yeah, I called them out for only scoring 1 goal in a game. Look at this, they scored 3. They shut out Rogue yet again. That's the second shutout. Both their wins, they've kept Rogue to 0 goals, and now they're forcing game 5 against Rogue. It was looking pretty grim for them after games 2 and 3. Rogue really just buried them, but now that is the reverse here. Even though they only had 5 shots to the 8 of Rogue, it still seemed like Applesauce just had all the pressure. Matt did have a great chance on I believe it was a pass from Justin to put a shot in, but Zoll just got in front of it. So big save from him there, and just good offense from Applesauce. We'll see if they can keep that going. It's all going to be on the line in this next game, the final game 5 of the series.
Yeah, and we were talking about this in game number 1 and 2 or around there, how Chicago's just been so involved. And look at again, involved in almost, every single one of these goals. One of them is his, 2 of them assisted by him. As long as Chicago's getting involved and his teammates are working around him, I think they should be fine to move it up. Look at that incredible pass that we saw when all 3 got involved. Chicago was in the middle of all of that. He was the one making sure that, I mean, if he wasn't there, the pass wouldn't have got to him, and he got that pass up to his teammate, Hato, to get that goal in the first place. So as long as they can utilize Chicago and what he can do on this field, Applesauce should be fine, but we have seen Rogue pop off and get some incredible upfield passing.
And Hato also really did a good job with his placements, his shots. They didn't, or he did a great job finishing the opportunities presented to him. So we'll see if they can keep that precision shooting going. They held Rogue at bay in game 4, but we've seen 2 Rogues now. We see the kind that doesn't score and the kind that just pummels you. So which one is going to show up? This is the final game 5. Winner stays in the upper bracket. Loser going down into that lower bracket.
Again, it's not a knockout situation out of the tournament, but you do want to stay up there. What a save! How did that stay out of the net?
Justin gets in front of that one. Somehow, I couldn't spectate that fast enough, and now Matt putting it in.
Look at this pass, though, from Justin. An incredible pass to get that back over to Matt. Woo!
That was lovely. Justin saving a goal on the other side, and then making that unorthodox-looking pass. Just flipping upside, or going upside down, getting that flip forward to get enough power on it so it gets over to Matt. And now Rogue get that first goal, preventing that shutout from happening like the last 2 losses.
Maybe hoping for a backboard there. I think there's out a boost.
Justin just showing us that he has those mechanics that he is known for, putting them on display.
And this is the time to bring them out when you're in a game number 5. You don't want to be knocked down. This is the time to show us what you got. Good pass from Sizz. No follow up there. He won't get the boost either. He's going to be able to play for a little bit here as Applesauce trying to move it up. Good interception from Matt. Though got the 50-50, but it loses possession. Tries to regain it. Chicago does beat Matt up to that one. Hato pushing up a little hard. A pinch could have been really bad for them there. Had it gone towards the net. A lot of speed now coming up from Applesauce. You see the guys just getting to the ball so quickly, and I think it's catching Ro8 off guard, and there is a tying goal.
Yeah, Sizz thought Matt was going to hit this on the wall right there, and he turned to go upfield, and so when Matt missed, that left it wide open for Zol to come in and just get a freebie. So now we're all tied up at 1 apiece.
Oh, that could be another one. Quickly grabbing the lead off the kickoff. I've seen so many goals happen off kickoffs because the momentum is just completely reset.
Yeah, tough situation there. Sizz needed to read that off the backboard. And when he failed to do so, again, just a cherry-picking easy goal for Zol.
Now Ro8 playing from behind. Anytime we've seen Applesauce get the lead, or have the lead, they've ended up winning it. Sizz upfield, look at them looking for those passes we saw in game number 2. What an incredible pass out from Sizz. He carries this one from mid all the way to in front of the net, and there's a teammate to finish it off.
Most of the games we've seen in this series have been very one-sided, but this one is proven to be a slugfest.
Yeah.
And we're all tied up at 2 apiece now. Both of these teams trying to stay alive in that upper bracket. And it's a pleasure to watch. I'm glad they both brought it in Game 5.
That's all you could ever ask for in a Game 5, is for both teams and never to have a blowout, just to have everyone give it their all and be this close. There's a chance that we have Zol on the other side. We do. Chicago is going to wait there, and they're looking for each other still.
They just controlled this backboard. No one from Ro8 could get there in time, and Zol putting that one over to Chicago. Justin in such a difficult situation trying to keep that ball out of net. Wonderfully executed by this Applesauce offense, and they take the lead.
We saw Ro8 answer pretty quickly before. We'll see if they can do it now. They're caught on defense. Touch up, and awareness from Hato actually to turn around on that one. Just to keep the pressure on midfield. Otherwise, they would have ended up back in their own end. A lot more speed coming up from Applesauce than we saw in the earlier games in the series.
Big
and it's working out for them.
Chicago as well. Chicago being such a nuisance, not letting Ro8 get any clears.
Huge clear from Chicago. He finds Hato, puts one towards the net. Sizz and Matt were ready for that play, though. Justin can't get that 1v1 solo play out there. Matt looking for the net. Zol already reading the play. Sends that one flying. Back down towards Rogue's end. Good stop from Justin.
This Justin made that stop with absolutely no boost. That one was so close.
Good touch out from Matt. Just wide of the net, though. Justin couldn't find his target. And they're going to sit at a 1-goal deficit here as Applesauce tries for a counterattack of their own. At this point, Justin has to be making those shots.
Now that was an opportunity that he will wish he had back. Still enough time for Ro8 to tie this one up.
So this is just trying to get his team moved upfield there with a hard clear.
Oh, Sizz.
Yeah, he tried for that demo or the bump there, and if it had it worked, that would have been a goal.
You said it. Had he gotten that and cleared him out of net, we'd be even at 3 apiece. But Ro8 still looks like they're knocking at the door. But can they put one away?
Oh, there's their chance. It's rolling to the net. Chicago patiently waits for Hato to clear that one. 45 seconds left now. Applesauce has to be very careful that they don't end up
that bounce.
Committing too much. Good read from Zol. It's not over yet, though. Matt with the boost steal. He'll be able to keep pressure. Can he follow it up? No. There's a clear from Chicago. Hato couldn't finish that one off. With 30 seconds left now. Ro8 needs to get a play started up. I was hoping Sizz may have been on the other side there. He's taken out of the play, though. Back in. A read, but it will go to the Chicago. And every single one of Applesauce members in the right spot at the right time right now. Being able to get in the way of every single touch from Ro8. And with 2 seconds left, unless Justin can get it, Matt took it away from him. And this should touch the ground, and Applesauce will keep themselves alive, dropping Ro8 down into the lower bracket.
What a final game 5 that was. A nail biter in the final seconds. You said it, Leaf. They were in the right place at the right time. Zol stepping up massively in this game. They had a few situations where the breakdown on the Rogue defense just caused their demise. Matt missing his hit on the backboard when Sizz started to go out of net early. That gave a free goal to Applesauce. And then we saw on the kickoff, Sizz missing that backboard bounce. That gave another goal to Applesauce. So just a few misplays on the backboard is what cost Rogue this game, but also great defense by Applesauce. Zol in the final seconds trying to preserve that lead, reading that bounce off the corner of the ceiling to make sure it didn't bounce down, and it was an easy goal for Rogue. So what a final game 5. Applesauce really stepping that up. I thought after games 2 and 3 it was going to be all over for him, but hey, games 4 and 5, they came to play.
That was a great way to start it, and we are not done yet. That was only game number 1 of 7 matches today. Make sure you guys tell your friends to come and watch, because we got some more exciting matches. I'm going to quickly or briefly touch on the match we have coming up next. It's going to be Ghost Gaming versus Renegades. If we have the schedule here, we can show you the games coming after too, but Ghost Gaming versus Renegades. James, you want to give us a quick preview of what we're going to expect out of this one?
So this one, to me, could be one of those games that gets out of control. Ghost, they finished second in the North American Championship. They did well in the World Championship as well. And Renegades, they do not have their full roster. I think they're going to have Dapper, Moses, and Garrett G. So Garrett G is definitely a good addition for sure. But still, we saw this Rogue team, all 3 players with amazing skill. Individually, I would say better than Applesauce, but still, because Applesauce has that team experience, they were able to come through in that game 5. Same situation for Renegades here. Garrett G is not the starter, so he's filling in right now for Timmy, and we'll see if they have that dynamic to take it to a team who's been playing together for quite some time and has some great results in Ghost. So I still think Ghost has the slight edge, but you never know if the solo plays come out. We did see Dap G in the Universal Open, so they have some history playing together. But
I think it's going to be really interesting to see now with Classics, getting some land wins in the past month or so, and actually feeling great. You saw them on stage at the RLCS popping off every time they got a goal or a win, and I think it's really motivated them to just even go even harder. And so Ghost Gaming still, I think, a force to be reckoned with. But I want to hear what the chat's to say. I think it's exclamation point predictions. There should be mod at least someone there that will put the link for you guys. But you guys can win prizes just for predicting right. There is a leaderboard. So make sure you get your predictions in before the next match. You have to stop predicting the second that this next match starts. They hit the field. Prizes though, 3rd place. There's first, second, and third. 3rd place, we'll get a CyberpowerPC jersey. 2nd, we'll get the jersey plus a Scorpion K1 RGB keyboard. 1st place gets all that and the CyberPower PC mouse pad. So you guys want to make sure you're getting the predictions in. There's really no reason not to. There's prizes for predicting right. So get them in there. We'll have a leaderboard we'll be referencing later, but make sure you get them in there before the next match starts. You don't want to miss this next match or any of the matches in all reality. And I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, of course, as well. Amazon, Intel, WD, NVIDIA, and MSI for making this all happen. You guys are watching the CyberpowerPC Extreme Series. Use that hashtag Extreme Series on Twitter. The RL Invitational with Leaf and James Bott. We'll be back in just a few for some more exciting matches.